Hi GITV, I'm Bobby X-Man Hildebrand, and I'm pleased as punch to be back here again today to talk to you about a manufacturer whose policies I really appreciate, namely Palco Sports. And I appreciate them because a lot of their packages come with batteries and chargers right in the box. So when you pull your gun out, you're going to find a battery, charger, maybe some extra stuff. And to be honest, that always makes me happy, especially for the fact that a lot of these guns are valued at a very good price just for the gun alone. Specific example is the full metal fake wood AKM Kalashnikov, licensed by Palco Sports and Cybergun, but produced by SEMA. Now, as a lot of you may be aware, SEMA is very good at making their guns exceptional on the externals and with a very good performance or performability on the internals. Big fan of their guns, especially for the deals you get them at. Before I tell you how much this costs, I'm going to go over the features. Now, the full receiver is made out of metal, as is the barrel assembly. Basically, nothing on this gun, or everything on this gun, is made out of metal, with the exception of the fake wood handguard, fake wood stock, and the polymer hand grip and the polymer magazine. So that's really great, and in addition to that, you're actually getting an extra magazine. So you have two high-capacity magazines that each hold 600 rounds, and they give you the choice of the color. They give you one of each. You also have a dark earth hand grip, in case you don't like the black hand grip. In addition to that, they have a side scope mount, which you can use to mount Russian-style optics. Normally you'd have to pay extra to get this attached on there, but in this package you get it right on there. And in addition to that, you get a top scope rail mount for any other optics you would want to attach, like red dot scope, an ACOG, anything else that your heart desires on there. So that's really nice. In addition to that, you get, let's just recap. You get battery, charger, two high-capacity magazines, extra hand grip, pre-installed side scope mount, and top rail mount. So you get all of that, and this package only costs $151.95. That's really awesome, considering you could really buy this, get a bag of BBs, get some eye protection, and play for a long time without needing anything else. Last thing to mention, you access the hop up in there, and the battery is wired to the stock, which is nice. It gives you a lot of room to put different size of batteries. Okay, now, as you may or may not be aware, in addition to that, we had an iron sight pistol competition this previous weekend, and I noticed that there were a lot of M9s out there, a lot of G models, G17s, G18Cs, G19s, but we also had a lot of SIG P226s. Very similar to this one right here. This is the full metal SIG P226 Blowback, licensed by Palco Sports and Cybergun, manufactured by KJW. I'm a big fan of this gun. I actually own a very similar pistol myself. I fell in love with these after I found out that Navy SEALs were using these as a common sidearm. So big fan of this. It does have a decocking lever and a double action trigger, so that is very nice. Now this goes for about $123.50, holds 25 rounds, but if you want to pay about $9.50 more, you can get the full metal SIG P226 X5 open CO2 pistol. Now this looks a little bit different because it is for an open category of target shooting. Basically that means you can add on all these other things like a compensator, a rail mount, so you can put a scope on here. This scope does not come with it. We just put that on there so you can understand how cool it looked with it. It also comes with ambidextrous safety, again like on the other SIG. It comes with a decocking lever and a double action trigger, and you also get a flared magwell. That's, wow, cracked. A flared magwell. That's so you can easily transition magazines. It just makes it a lot faster in case you're a little bit off. It'll feed the magazine right into the gun. I really like this. It's only $9.50 more for $132.95. That is pretty awesome. Big fan of these, and if you're going to go target shooting, I would highly suggest this pistol. Okay, now, any good manufacturer or any good distributor would not be worth their salt unless they had any sort of M4 variant. Now, right here, I guess I didn't fully seat that mag. Right here is the Colt M4a1, licensed by Palco Sports and Cybergun and produced by SEMA. Now, this is a very good gun, as you can, as is appeared by the previous SEMA guns, like the AK. The finish is exquisite. The internals are excellent, especially considering for the value that you're going to get this at. Comes with a high-capacity magazine. Again, the vast majority of this gun is made out of metal, except for the hand grip and the pistol grip and the stock. It is a very basic M4, and that's what they're going for. In addition to that, you also get a detachable carry handle, so you have rail mounts on the top of this in case you want to mount a scope. But you also have full, it's on this side, full trademarks because this is a licensed gun. That is pretty awesome. And in addition to all that, you get a battery and charger. Big fan of that. And for this whole package, it's $180. So $180 for full metal M4 with battery, with charger, with high capacity magazine. Thank you, Palco Sports. Okay, next up, because there are a lot of M4s out on the market, we have the SIG 556, a very cool looking gun, something that'll differentiate you from the crowd. This also does accept M4 mags, and they come with 2 mags right out of the box and have a connector, so you can basically just put them on the gun and not have to worry about carrying extra mags if you only feel like dealing with 600 rounds for a game. Each of these holds 300 rounds, but more onto the gun. The receiver is fully made out of metal. We have a law enforcement stock that is made out of polymer and has extra cushioning, which I like. We do have an integrated rear sight on here that is adjustable. You can basically flip it down and it goes back into the rail, which is kind of neat. We do have a front iron sight as well. The handguard is made out of plastic, but it is very solid and very cool looking and contoured, so it's very easy to hold on to. We have rails all along the bottom, and we have rails on the left or right near the front of the hand grip. Very, very cool gun. What I do like about this, though, is it's just rare. It's very custom looking, and I like the functionality of this. Now, again, right out of the box, you get a battery and charger, and this gun goes for $218.50. Not as expensive as I would expect for a very custom-looking gun or a very different-looking gun. So, if you're tired of M4s, I highly suggest you check this out, in addition to the rest of Palco Sports' lineup. And again, if you're tired of M4s, we have the full metal Galil SAR, licensed by Palco Sports and Cybergun, and produced once again by SEMA. Now, if you're not familiar with the Galil, this is an Israeli assault rifle that is based off of the AK. It has AK-style trigger, at least a trigger grouping, or how may I put that, trigger fire selector. Oh, that was a mind flurb. We do have a functioning charging handle. The battery is going to go on the top. You're actually going to pry this off, and that's where you're going to put the battery in, right there. Now, once again, the battery and charger do come in this combo, so that is really nice. Again, like I said before, the gun is fully made out of metal. The only polymer parts on this thing are actually the front hand grip and the pistol grip, and you get a folding stock with this, which I really like. Now, this folding stock has a friction lock, so it doesn't clip in, but it's actually not also going to swing out unless you pull it out. So that is nice. There are sling mounts right there, and one further back behind the receiver. So that's really cool. If you're into IDF weapons, or at least conflicts in the Middle East, this would be a very cool looking gun to pick up. You also get a 430 round high cap in addition to the battery charger and fully metal gun. Big fan of this. This goes for $230 or $229.99. I rarely see people use Galils out on the battle, but I see them use them online in video games all the time. Can't wait to see more of these out there. I would really highly suggest you check out everything that Palco Sports has to offer, because you're going to find a deal where you least expect it for an incredibly well-valued gun, or at least well-made gun. I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand. This is GITV.
On Broadway, and you would be my star, acting as if I never faced you. Give me the story with a spark, one with an unsuspected ending that tells the world my story. Let's make millions where we're standing. Now I'm coming back for all to the teens with a dirty smile, dressed at the feet and no longer a child. I can never forget that taste. So sweet it can melt you to pieces, and a hip swing style that'll leave you speak.
Hey, tired of being outgunned because you're on a budget? Well, worry no longer. With the Airsoft GI Savings Trifecta, you can find high-quality airsoft guns and gear and still stay within your budget.
I'm Sergeant Scott Graham from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. I'm here to remind you to always wear eye protection when using your airsoft gun. Airsoft is a lot of fun, but it's not worth losing an eye.